Welcome everyone to our game show called Can You Guess the Vocaloid Song? I'm your host Marvin Valentin, and this is where you, the viewer, will be our guest for today's show. So I hope you are ready with the Kahoot app because it will be a battle of Vocaloid knowledge. Anyway, but I want to apologize the other stream that we tried to do this show. Uh, well, my internet sucks in that time. uh, so yeah, but we're back today, so that's a good thing. So
Woo!
if you have seen our previous episode, you'll see that this will be different from our usual episode. And to do it more special, I have my co-host and friend Lauren helping me with the show. So yeah, say hi, Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. It is nice to meet you all. Seeing some familiar faces in the chat, which is fantastic. I'm really excited for you guys to see what we've cooked up for you all today. So let's do it.
Yeah. So Lauren and I organized some vocal question for you guys to play in the Kahoot, and it wouldn't be fair for us to play. So I also invited a special guest to also test the game and talk a little bit with us. So you know him for his informative YouTube channel about Vocaloid. He's our friend Ubnubmaster. How's it
Hey.
going, bro?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
So yeah, let's go to the Kahoot screen. Let's make this going.
All right, we've
Anyway,
got the screen up. You can see the join code, and we've also typed it in the chat. So go ahead and pull up your Kahoot app or www.kahoot.it and type in that game pin.
Remember that the only 50 people can join the stream. So
Slots are
be
going fast, baby.
Mhm.
Dang, they're really joining.
They're really joining.
Yeah.
39. Oh, we broke 39.
Yo, chill guys, it's not a food shelter.
Wow. 40, 44.
44. 46. We're almost there. Look at that. You guys are chomping at the bit. I love some of these names I'm seeing in here. We got Miku. Miku's competing for the title.
Oh wow. Yeah, you guys are going to lose. Miku is here. He knows everything.
But we also have Teto Territory.
Well, something can change here. 47. Three more, and we're going to start this game.
Alright. We got some funky Kahoot lobby music to get us hyped. Since this is our inaugural Kahoot stream, folks in chat, feel free to let us know if you need us to increase the volume either of the game music. Ooh, look at that! We're surpassing 50. I didn't even know that was possible.
Really?
Oh, spicy.
Well, I don't know if Kahoot is going to say something, but not sure.
No clue. But I mean, I'm fine with that.
Put the lock icon just in case.
Okay. Alright, we're locking the game right now. Alright, we got our player base. And, oh, looks like we might have had someone leave. So we shall see what happens when we hit go. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Alright, Ubnub, how you feeling?
I'm feeling swell.
Do you feel like your Vocaloid knowledge is going to be up to snuff?
I hope so. Gosh, I hope so.
I think so. Just based off of what I have seen from your channel, you are a very knowledgeable Vocaloid person from way back when. You know those classics, you know recent stuff. I think you've got this in the bag. I'm rooting for you.
Well, thanks.
All right. Well then, without further ado, I will go ahead and start the game. And 3, 2, 1, let's go.
it worked. Nice.
Yes, it worked.
Perfect. Yeah. Anyway, in the time being, title of the song. Let's see if you guys can get this. But yeah, and now we're going to ask you some questions. Yeah, everyone is answering. Uh, oh yeah, we know you. We know you because of your YouTube channel, and well, both Laura and I, we are really
Oh,
fan
there.
of your channel and the content that you also make in the channel. I wanted to ask you, what made you start making a channel of, well, informative stuff with Vocaloid?
Well, I talked about this a bit in my 10K video, but I kind of just started it because I really didn't have any friends who were in the Vocaloid when I was growing up. So I pretty much started the channel as a way to kind of vent, I guess, about Vocaloid. And it kind of just took off without me ever even realizing it. And so here we are today.
Cool, cool. Yeah, the first video, if I'm not wrong, is the Wawaka video, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. And I think you also mentioned of your 100K. 100 was? I'm
Oh.
confusing the numbers.
Oh, you're talking about the 10K video for the subs?
Yeah, the 10K. The
That was a
10K.
quick one.
Yeah.
These people know their 40 MP.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, that sounds like a classic.
Mhm. So yeah, you also mentioned how why you make the first video of Waka, but can you give us another take of what you said in the video?
Sure. So, pretty much why I started the Wowaka video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a situation where he passed away, and I was kind of distraught, and I didn't really know, like, I didn't have any outlet pretty much to go to, because I didn't really have any friends who were super in the Vocaloid, and it really didn't help that I couldn't find anyone on, like, YouTube or anything talking about this, so I kind of just made the video as an outlet to kind of just talk about how I felt, because I knew no one else was doing it, so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to talk about this, and I don't know, one day the video just kind of blew up, and I was just like, oh shoot, maybe I'm onto something here.
Yeah, no, I was super surprised that it was. I mean, it's a niche that makes perfect sense for our community, especially right now.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A funny thing I wanted to say is that when you did the video of the 10K special, and you were talking about well walking in general, about people doing tributes, and then you chose my thumbnail of my song of Last Message. I was like Mom, I'm on TV. when I saw that. Really funny moment there. But yeah, really your way of like analyzing stuff is really interesting, because I was watching your video of Kenya West and Deco 27, and your view of how Kenya West was like adapting in the time he was producing music, and the same thing, Deco 27 was doing something similar. That now we have the Ghost album and the Undergirl album and stuff.
Right.
And what can you tell me what made you like talk about Kenya West in specifically and compare it with Deco 27 and not another like producer like Ryu or Waka that are almost in the same like period of time that they were doing songs? Can you tell us a little bit?
So a lot of those videos were ideas I had in my head for years. I mean, like, it was just kind of ideas that kind of floated in my head throughout college and stuff. I was like, oh, I've always wanted to do a video on this or a video on that. And a lot of those early videos were definitely before, like, my fans started giving me suggestions and stuff about what they wanted to see. So, like, nowadays I try to, like, mix things together. So I'm like, okay, let me see what people want to see, and then let me see what I actually want to do, and I kind of mix them together. But the reason why you see a lot of people from, like, you see a lot of Dako, Rio, Hachi type of videos from the beginning, it's because those are the producers that had a very large impact on my life as a Vocaloid fan, essentially. Like, stuff with, like, Nabuna, Pinocchio P, those are definitely not producers that I was really big on when I first started my channel. It was literally my fans who were like, hey, we want to see content on this, where I was like, okay, let me try to broaden my horizons. And I've definitely learned a lot from them as a result of just, like, I don't know, having to broaden my horizons about Vocaloid.
I see. Before going to another question, when did you start, like, in the fandom in general? Like, what date, what year? Do you remember?
I want to say like 2011 or 2012. I was in high school. Yeah.
Oh, you started first than me.
Really?
Cool. Yeah. Lauren, in what place is Nub?
Oh, I'm dying, dude.
Can you check?
I don't know how to
Say-
show the whole scoreboard. It just shows the top 5. We currently have
Wow.
Jambo at the top, up 11 places. Up 11 places. QDK is the highest climber, so good job, QDK. You're coming up in the world. But we've got Jambo, Star Meeks, Rinkutsu, Static, and Spidiel in our current top 5. But I don't know if there's a way to show the whole scoreboard. Maybe at the end.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, from the people on the chat, you guys can ask question for Nub, and also Lauren and me, if you want to ask us some stuff, you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
To
you want
answer
say something?
Answer's question, are the speakers playing? Ubnub is playing. Marvin and I are not playing. That would be like cheating. That would be cheating. That would literally be cheating.
That would be cheating.
Yeah. Exactly. We did the question. How we
Yes,
going to-
exactly.
Yeah. So no. Let's see. I know I have a bunch of questions, but because of the by default of my internet, well, I forgot most of them. I didn't write it down. But do you have some question, Lauren?
Let's see.
Lauren?
Yeah, let's see. Not so much a question, just so much as a comment I've been holding on to literally since last week. With regards to your most recent video, Ubnub.
Sure.
The timing was crazy because you made this video about I'm Glad You're Evil Too by Pinocchio. And I knew of the song a few years ago, or however long it came out. However long ago it came out, but I just started listening to it again within the past couple months because it clicked with me like, oh my god, this is actually really brilliant. And then you released your video and I was like, that's why it makes sense now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I think everyone should check that out for
Glad.
sure. Ooh, good job, Rinkutsu.
So-
You have taken the lead.
Oh wow. Nice. And let me see what other. I know I have some good questions, but let me see if I can remember. Don't spoil the answer in the chat.
Well, they just said the producer. We all know the producer, but that's not the question. I do love to see these comments in the chat, people saying that they've got to stream some of these Western producers. Absolutely. We love to see it.
Yeah. So okay. I have this question. No,
Oh, sorry. I just watched the
You're going-
beginning of the video. Hopefully no one saw that.
oh, okay. well, Well, me and Lauren, we are Vocaloid producers, so
Sure.
we want to bring the topic of what is your knowledge of Vocaloid producing from the Western side, and also what what do you think about the Vocaloids like being more famous in the Japanese part than the Western part?
I have to admit, I never expected Vocaloid to take off in the West like it did. It makes me really happy. But
Yeah,
the problem
absolutely.
is that I was really influenced by like Japan growing up. Like I ended up studying the language on my own. I took classes at college and stuff, and like I was the only like non-Asian person in my Japanese society when in college.
Mm.
But the issue was I never really paid attention to the Western Vocaloid scene when it started taking off. So like, and the problem is a lot of my fans have been asking for videos on Western producers, so I have
Oh,
a lot.
that's very interesting to me. That's a little bit
Yeah,
surprising, but really nice.
really, yeah. So I have a lot of catching up to do because eventually I'm gonna have to do some sort of video related to the West because people want it.
Ooh, I'm very excited for that potential video. You know, if you want an insider source, you know where
Oh,
to
of
reach me.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can call us and we try to help. Anyway, yes, yeah. So it's not a question, but just remembering, like in my time, not sure if you saw those videos, but me being like someone that knows both English and Spanish, I have the blessing to be on the two community of Vocaloid,
Sure.
and the thing is that in the Spanish community, that for some reason there's a bunch of informative like YouTubers and people that talk about Vocaloid. But when I try to look for people on the English part, only there's a few people, and one of those few is you. That right now you are the most popular one.
Really.
That I really congrats you, because being really big now in the informative part of YouTube is really big, and we need more people talking about stuff of Vocally. But yeah, the thing I wanted to talk is about, in the past there was a YouTuber, I'm not sure what is the name, but there was a YouTuber that was talking about the history of Vocally. I'm not sure if you have seen those videos in the past, when they talk about how I think it was Leon and Lola was the first vocalist, and not the Meiko and Kaito, like a lot of people were saying. And he were talking about how they got into that to the vocalism we have right now. Well, not right now because he stopped it, but I'm not sure if you saw that YouTube channel. Not sure if he still has the channel or he ended.
Huh.
But have you seen informative videos about vocaloid in other parts of YouTube?
I mean, I feel like the first name that typically comes to people's minds is Redbox. But besides that, I mean, Raichi did like one or two videos about producers too. But besides that, I haven't really seen that much. What's the name of that person? Minami. Well, Minami's more of like memes, not really like the type of stuff I do. But no, not really.
Yeah, it's a bummer that we don't have like a lot of people that brings these interesting, informative videos that we can enjoy, and now in quarantine.
Oh, for
So
sure.
yeah, so we look up to you.
Well, thank you.
So yeah. So how do you think you're doing on the game, on the Kahoot game?
I'm doing okay. Nowhere near.
Especially
the top, more like
considering we're
mid-range.
distracting you so much.
Yeah, it's hard to balance between both, but no, it's more like pretty much with these like songs. Like when you see the music video, you either know it or you don't, pretty much.
Yeah, some of these definitely have some iconic music videos.
Right. That's
And
why
a
I really
couple of
love
these are
vocal.
tricks that we put in specifically because they're tricky.
Oh wow. You guys are
Mm-hmm.
something else.
Oh, that warms my
Yeah.
heart to see so many people got that one right.
Yeah. Well, Lauren, do you have another questions? I'm getting out of questions.
Hmm. Do you have any? Well, I mean, some of your favorite producers are fairly obvious based off of your videos that you've made, but would
Right.
you like to share with the chat a little bit about your favorite producers, whether they're Japanese producers or overseas?
Oh man. So sure. So a lot of my favorite producers fall in that like late 2000s, early 2010s. So my favorite producer of all time is Hachi, and then Deiko Nina and what's his name? Oh, Wawaka. Are like
Mm-hmm.
huge. Oh my gosh, I got the question wrong. Sorry. They're some of my favorite producers of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. In the chat, there's one saying Kanye West is the best vocal producer.
Dang straight he is.
Oh god. Yeah. Well, let me get the the question I used in the other shows. Okay.
I'm so salty.
So yeah.
I picked.
What were you gonna say?
Continue.
I picked 45 instead of 25.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just so salty.
Yep, that
I
was
pressed it way too fast.
tricky by design. We're a little bit evil like that.
So yeah, because the chat is now asking a question for you, so I'm going to ask you some random questions.
Sure.
Um, okay. Have you ever went to a Miku concert? And if yes, how was the experience?
That's a great question.
Yeah. I went to Miku Expo. Was it last year? I guess it was last year.
I'm so jealous.
It was so much fun. Loudest concert I've ever been to in my life. But it was a really cool experience. I made one of my close friends there actually. Still talk to this day. We just found each other by accident at the concert, started talking, and then bam, we were friends.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Wait, that means that you saw the hyper reality show live?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's I think that's a hype song to be on concert.
Oh, for sure. My goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a question from the chat.
Perfect.
Chibi Carla
Go
wants
ahead.
to know if we would ever go to Magical Mirai.
Oh man, I wish. I went to
Same.
Tokyo last year, and it was so much fun. I would love to go to that concert.
Wait, you
That would
also
be a
went to
dream come
Tokyo?
true.
Yeah, I've been to Tokyo and Kyoto, and that was really
Oh,
fun.
wow.
Teto territory
means
taken over.
Yeah, and that means that you travel a lot of times, because you also told me that you went to Puerto Rico and
Yeah. Going to
So-
Japan. Yeah.
no
I was
continue.
I was just gonna say, going to Japan was like a graduation gift for my parents. They were like, okay, we'll send you over there for graduating
Nice.
college.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot the question I was going to say. Anyway, yeah, I really wish to be in a Magic Mirai. I was thinking like competing on the contest, but every time I try to come up with something, I always like get artist block, producer block.
Sure.
Yeah. But it will be a fun experience because Magic Mirai has the best concerts in
Whoa. This
in the
was a
series of-
divisive question.
Mm.
We got 21 votes for Alice, 21 votes for Drop, and only 7 for the correct answer.
Wow.
Wow. Y'all need to study your Furukawa P.
Okay, there's another question. Do you guys are interested in V Singers Chinese, where Longa is in? No. What do you
Oh
think?
man, you know, I haven't really heard anything from China. To be honest, you just don't really hear about it too much, or at least in my circles. At least I never hear anyone talk about China too much. I definitely know it's a
Well,
thing though.
Yeah, in I think it was like in a week they had like a concert, the big
Really?
singers. Yeah, a concert online,
Wow.
and it was hype. I downloaded I downloaded the concert and it was really hype.
I've been
Dang.
meaning
Yeah,
to check out the V Singer concert that happened recently because I've seen screenshots from it and it looked beautiful. So even though I'm not super familiar with the Chinese Vocaloid scene, it looks like really high quality. So I've been meaning to like kind of get into that, become
if I'm
familiar.
not wrong, I have a my friend MikuConcerts. He always talk about concerts, and if I'm not wrong, I think he said something about that the company that do the models. I think the models of the MikuConcerts are the same people that works on the models for the V singers.
Interesting.
Ah, that
And
makes sense.
yeah, and I was like, uh, because they had there's a concert called Macro Link, LGBT Macro Link,
Hmm.
and there was like the VTubers plus a concert with the B singers plus a concert with Miku, and there was a song that the one of the B singers were playing, and the animation of the I don't know how to say that the word, the dance moves of the B singer was really resembled to a song. I think it was for Kahoot,
Oh.
like dance, and I think if the source is correct, I think it's because well it has a connection with the Krypton company, and that's why there's like similarities in the B singers.
Hmm.
Also, I heard a comment about the B singers company like having a how do you call that, like a ah it's like it's not experiment, it's like a formula, yeah, a formula about how to make a great Miku or something like that,
Oh
and
wow.
that's why they made the B singers. The whole concept of the B singers is really interesting if you check it out and watch the concert. So yeah, I totally into the B singers now.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's another question.
You know what? I've gotten hooked on recently, and I think a lot of my fans are too.
Mhm.
VTubers. I've been absolutely hooked on VTubers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
yeah,
place to be.
there's a bunch of people. Also, a bunch of people making their own VTubers models and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a really, really interesting concept.
Yeah. I've just been going down the rabbit hole, man. It completely just destroys like my YouTube watch history, I
Uh,
guess.
okay, now let's be serious here.
Uh,
Who do you?
who do I stand?
No, who do you simp?
Oh,
Oh.
Sam. Ah.
Oh no.
I really like Massity. She's the one that's like the gray area type of VTuber who always like pretty much hits on all the other VTubers.
Oh wow.
We do love
Yeah,
to see it.
Yeah.
well, everyone now you know who now simps right now.
She's just funny.
Uh, anyway, yeah. Oh, I don't know this song. I don't remember what the title of this song. Oh, in what question we are right now?
This is
I will
17,
say, just
I think.
to check in with regards to stream stuff, I don't know why it's not shuffling through the questions. It's just going down the list as we enter things. So that means that we're going to go through all of the songs first and then something will happen. Which is not how we
Oh.
tested it in the past, so I'll have to investigate
I
that
think
afterwards.
I think it is because you didn't select the random question in the beginning,
Right.
where
I must have missed something to clarify that we wanted it to shuffle, but it's okay. It's all good.
yeah, either way, people will not expect the songs we did. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Mhm.
Exactamundo.
So let me think of another question. Do you want to comment something now? Because I'm getting
Yeah, how
blanking
you
here.
doing? How you doing with the game? How's your knowledge matching up?
I'm like kind of mid of the pack right now. I'm in like 22nd. How many people are playing? Like 50? So that's
Yeah,
like
50 something.
mid-tier.
Oh, and also for anyone watching who would like to play but didn't get in, the game, I actually unlocked it since it seems to be able to accommodate more than 50. So you can go ahead and type in the game pin. I'll put it in, you can probably see it on the screen, but if you can't quite read it, if it's too small, I'm gonna, there, I just put it in the chat again. So feel free to join us and play along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we try to win this.
There's someone in the chat named Bear with a Gun, and that's just the greatest name I've ever
Oh, I stand that.
seen.
Let me look for that.
There he is. He or she, I don't know gender, sorry. I don't want to assume.
Bears with guns are above gender, honestly.
I like it.
So yeah, so what do you expect on these days of Miku
Yeah.
birthday?
I don't
Because
know.
we are on Miku months.
Right. I mean, people will always put out new songs and stuff, but I'm not expecting anything like major to happen because it's not an anniversary date yet. Like, I typically only look at the birthday like events when it's like the 5 or 10 year anniversary. So when it hits like 2022, I think, yeah, when we hit 15 years, that's when I'll be kind of interested. But you can only expect like someone like Deco Nina to drop a new track or something. But we'll see.
Well, we'll see. I don't hope too much because the Konina he already like post a lot of songs for the project Sekai
Right, he did.
game. So I'm not expecting nothing for now for the
Right.
Konina. Though Michi M can I expect something from
True.
him because I'm not maybe I was like mixing some stuff I heard, but I think someone comment in like friends comments that he mentioned something for the Miku NT, the new
Oh,
the
okay.
new software. The supposedly Michi M say something that he was going to use it, and maybe people are expecting a song with that on Miku's birthday, but we don't know. We'll see tomorrow when the stuff gets like uploaded.
Right.
So yeah, who you are rooting for?
I'm rooting for Ebneb.
You're rooting for me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I think you can turn it around.
I'm rooting for Tato.
Me too,
territory.
actually. I'm rooting for Teto.
Oh,
Teto deserves
actually-
the world.
Yeah.
World
it
is
doesn't say
Teto's.
it doesn't say your place on the like in the app. No.
I did. I said I was like in the 20s. I'm like at 25th right now.
Which is still really good considering we have over 50 people
Yeah.
playing.
Thanks.
Exactly.
And we
You
have
don't to tap
62
me in this
watching.
order. Ooh. You know, a funny fact is like people watch my videos and they always have this like expectation. I'm guessing that I know like a ton about Vocaloid, but to be honest, it's literally the result of a lot of like time and research. Like my Yoda
Yeah,
Shika
absolutely.
video blew up. I had only been listening to Yoda Shika for like a month before I made that video. Which So it's a fun fact that like most people don't know. But
Yeah, and
I just kind of get invested.
that speaks to the amount of work that you put into your videos too, though.
Oh yeah, you. I know some of those producers better than my own friends, which is really sad.
Wow.
Uh,
I was really
Well-
surprised when I watched your Hachi video. When you started
Really?
talking about his personal life, I had no idea about a lot of that stuff.
oh really?
Yeah, 100%. Like I maybe instinctively knew on some level that like his music wasn't all just surface level. Like there obviously, you know, I can tell as a fellow songwriter, I'm like, okay, yeah, we write things to vent and to cope, but like the extent to which a lot of that seemed to be
Right,
coming from,
right.
like that really surprised me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I really appreciated the way you brought that up with your video.
Sure. I want to do more videos on Kenji Yonesu, to be honest. Like
Yeah, like especially his stuff when he started working
Yeah.
professionally beyond Vocaloid too.
if I
Me
can make
too.
the yeah,
Hmm?
if I can make the time, I would make a whole like documentary series about like his whole process of the artist, because like I could do one for like each album and just like how much he's changed. I just know so much about him.
You need to mention that he's on Fortnite.
Oh, is he really? oh,
Well,
he
I-
was.
yeah, yeah.
Right,
I saw a announcement or something.
Wow.
that was a crazy
Yeah.
announcement.
Oh, he's so big these days. It doesn't surprise
Oh,
me.
it's really loud.
Well, yeah, he's number one on most of the billboard on Japan. He's
Right.
he's really big.
Gosh, that blows
Yeah.
my mind.
Hmm.
We have reached the
Yeah.
part of the game where we're going to be guessing the illustrators of iconic pieces of Vocaloid art. So I'm very curious to see how this goes.
I'm gonna cry blood.
Honestly,
This is
same.
gonna-
It was
this is gonna be
really
so rough.
it was really enlightening when we were working on this. I didn't realize that I hadn't been paying as much attention, even though it's such a huge part of Vocaloid as a not a movement, like a cultural thing. Like we think about the music probably first and foremost, but the reason why it has had the traction that it has had is because of the artwork.
Absolutely.
It all works together.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Before you were Lauren was saying commenting of your hard work and research, and I was going to ask you why is your progress on making a video, like
So
how
long.
do you, where do you look for the stuff? There's specific pages where you look for the information, or do you have some people that are the ones that always help you on your videos? How is the process?
So the only time I've ever asked for outside help on a video, at least in terms of like my writing and stuff, was on the guide to Vocaloid I made. I had one of my buddies in my server act as my writing editor, but all the other videos, I essentially first I try to look for as much information as I can in English, just to make things painless. BG Person's a really good source because she.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
But if I can't find anything from there, then that's when I kind of have to just peel off the duct tape and just be like, okay, I got to start looking at Japanese interviews. So I start to just dig through like interviews I find on the internet. And that's really tough because, you know, obviously it's my second language. So it takes me time to kind of just read through those and pick out information that I think would be useful for writing. And then once I've compiled like enough notes that I find interesting, I look at it and I'm like, okay, what's something interesting that I could say or do to make a video out of this? Because it would be very simple for me to just take the facts and information that I found about an artist and just do that and be like, oh, here's the history of this artist. Here's how they rose to the fame. This is why they do it. But personally, I find that extremely boring and repetitive. So I try to give like a fresh new twist, I guess, each time I make a bit essay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. I'm totally blank with with questions.
I know this is tough, and I've been so focused on the Kahoot game, to get
Yeah.
everything going.
Dude, same with the chat. The chat is going in on this
It
game
is,
lately.
yeah.
It's so funny. Like look at that. They're going in on each other.
This
Oh,
part
okay.
of the quiz is suddenly much more stressful than the previous one.
Yeah, 'cause this is... Dude, some people are
Yeah.
totally cheating. I know they are. They're gonna be looking this stuff up on the internet. I don't know what it is.
Give ideas.
Although, to be fair, you have to have at least some knowledge in order to cheat with these. Like, you have to know the song.
Good point.
So that,
Very good point.
it's worth something. Maybe not a full point, but it's worth maybe half a point. But we still
Hey,
have
hope-
Star Meeks right up there.
I hope you can enter now. There's the code, the Kahoot code.
Yes.
You can try and enter.
I am now adding the code to the chat. Go ahead and enter that, and you can join.
Okay, here's a question I found from my old stuff. If there's a song that has impact your life in a meaningful way.
Ooh.
No?
Wow, great question. I feel like a song that really hit me hard was Donut Hole by Hachi. That's like one of those... The more I get into music, the more I've been kind of baffled about how much I still love that song. Because I used to be terrified of that song when I was younger.
Oh,
I just
really?
thought it's... Yeah, I thought it's super creepy because Hachi just makes some really creepy stuff, and I was just like, this is really weird. Why is it blowing up? Because I told you I got in around like 2012, 2011, so I was there when Donut Hole blew up. I was
Wow.
just like, why do people like this song so much? So it really was one of those songs where it like kind of grew with me over time, and I was just like, wow, this is a really great song, and like it kind of represents to me just everything that makes Vocaloid great, like great art, great direction.
Oh, yeah,
great
absolutely.
production, great vocals. He really killed it with that song.
It's rare that you
Yeah.
get all of those pieces working together in such
Seriously. Well, that was when
impressive way.
in my opinion, that's when Yonezu was like at his peak when he was working on like his album Yankee. And so for him to come back and make a Vocaloid track while he was like in his artistic like renaissance in a sense, it was just so great, and it just was just such a powerful track.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So you got into Vocaloid, you said 2012-ish?
Yeah.
So did you find yourself spending a lot of time, like, kind of playing catch-up, so to speak, with things that were kind of reaching their sort of peak a few years earlier?
Oh, for sure. There's definitely, when I look back on it now, I wish I was more into Vocaloid than I was when I first started, because I was there during like that period where like it was exploding on Nico Nico. I just didn't really know. I was just a dumb kid who was just like, oh, ha ha ha, pretty video looks cool.
Yeah.
Just kind of kept going. So, yeah, I kind of have my regrets, but it kind of appreciated, like, I guess it grew my appreciation for the music. So, like, as time kept passing, it was a lot more fun to kind of go backwards in time and be like, oh, I wonder what the story behind this song is, or like, what? It's nice to like kind of get a background or to like piece it together when I was going through like certain times, like, oh, this is why this was happening. Oh, this is evil. Why did you set up the question? Like,
This is Marvin. This is all Marvin. I did not do this one.
oh, guys, please don't get this wrong. Yeah, exactly. Whoever said Grace, you're totally right.
People in the chat saying go green.
Dude, I suck at spelling too. This is totally the type of question I would get wrong. Oh, dude, this is like exactly the type of questions I would get on like a chemistry exam during college.
Yes, it's
Perfectly
just
good.
designed to
Yes.
trick you.
Yes.
The 3 people who voted for the correct answer but without the P at the end, I feel you. I feel for you.
Yeah, I wanted to be evil in this one.
Dang it, man.
Oh,
It makes it
man.
more interesting.
Some of these are so iconic.
They are.
Fun fact: these most of these images and stuff are like submitted by the old people
Yep.
that participated in the
Oh,
previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you guys see this unique, like the I don't know how to describe unique way of selecting the songs and
Mhm.
illustrators.
Yeah, this format for the
Mm.
quiz. Yeah, because we've had a
Yeah.
lot of you've had a lot of artists on the show.
you have. Yeah.
So, yeah, I really like that. I like that it's a can you guess the Vocaloid song, but it's not just the music, you know. It's, you know, the art. That's also an iconic part of it all.
In one point, I was going to do like cosplay, like an addition a section of cosplayers, but the thing is that I didn't know too much about cosplaying, and I didn't know how to make it interesting so people can also play in the chat. So yeah, in the end I didn't do it. Well, probably in the future if I like get the way to do it, probably I can do it. But for now, we have this Kahoot one, so everyone can play together with us.
Mm-hmm. I think it's working really well so far. And Sarah asks, will there be theory questions? No, there will not. That would be pure evil.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you do for a theory?
We'd have to turn to you, Ubnub. Your,
Really?
We'll have to rely on your analysis abilities. Vocaloid song
That'd be
theory.
kinda fun. I would love to give like lectures on Vocaloid and just give people exams, like just do like a history class on Vocaloid.
I'd sign up in a heartbeat.
Really
Oh yeah.
awesome. Think you guys write essays?
We're just gonna start writing your video essays for your channel.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
guys are gonna become a
Due by
I'm not
Friday,
sure-
because I've got a video coming out Sunday.
guy reminds me of Persona 5.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything unless in case people haven't played that game though.
I haven't, but you can spoil me.
There's like a guy named yeah, it's Madarame, but that's pretty much like his like key like plot point in that game, taking advantage of his pupils.
Oh,
We have a
Yeah,
question in the
that's a good one.
chat asking if the rest of these are all illustrators. I don't actually remember if we put any songs after this. I don't remember.
I think there's going to appear some songs.
You know what? Now that you
From
mention it,
that.
I think there are a few more songs. Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was small inaugural stream error. If something was bound to happen. These were all supposed to be shuffled together. They were not.
Yeah, but don't worry. In the next one, it's going to be shuffle.
Yes.
We're going. Yeah.
Oh, the person in chat who asked about Eve, yeah, at some point I'll probably make a video about him. Not sure if it would be on that specific song though, but that is my favorite song by him. Oh man, these are so hard.
Suffer. Well,
Then perish.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find some questions.
Very nice.
Yeah, okay. What did I do? Okay, here's another question. Do you have any tips for people to like start doing the stuff that
YouTube?
you do on? Yeah.
This is just a
wow.
bird, straight up.
Yeah, it is a bird straight up. Bird up.
Bird up.
Watching Bird Up. The worst show on television. Watch the Eric Andre show if you haven't seen it.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. I say find a hook. If you want to get big on YouTube, in my opinion, you got to find something that no one else is doing. I see a lot of people make the mistake of that, like they see someone that they really admire and they try to do the same exact thing,
Right.
and they just kind of fall into that saturation, you know?
Yeah, you just end up
So-
being a potentially lesser version of that already popular thing.
Exactly.
When really you should be
Yeah.
doing your own thing that the world needs.
Right.
Yeah, because the world needs more genuine creators who are creating
I agree.
from their heart.
100%. Yeah, same thing with music, honestly. Like, if you want people to pay attention to you, provide something that no one else is doing.
Yeah.
So, also, consistency is also very key. If you want people to sub to you, give them a general idea of what you're going to be posting. If you're all over the place, like, oh, one day you're doing, like, a Let's Play, the next day you're just doing a random topic video, it's really tempting to post whatever you want on your channel because it's your channel, but people won't subscribe to you unless they know they're getting a consistent idea of, like, what type of stuff you're making. That's just my general opinion.
Yeah, I agree because there's a bunch of people that they do like random stuff and doesn't have that consistency on
Right.
their videos, and sometimes it makes the viewer like bored in some way.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, so I hope asked me what did you ask me? Let me look for it. About the Telecaster. I forgot what do you ask. Oh, do you like the Telecaster? Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love the Telecaster. Also, I changed the pick guard to black, so so it looks like really like cool. And yeah, the only thing I didn't like, but I think it is because of the guitar, like the company, is the color red, because it's more lighter. Yeah, but I can like play with it. I really like the. You can change the color in the video, so that's no problem. But yeah, I like it. Thank you for the recommendation, Hope. Creating music is hard, to be honest. I have no motivation for anything 90% of the time, and the 10% of when I miss something, it gets 10 views is a bit demotivating. Yeah, I can relate to that. Well, there's a bunch of producer that does like really amazing stuff, and people don't like.
Noticed.
Yeah, and I don't have like the formula for getting out of that, but you need, I don't know, you need to share a lot and talk with people that you do stuff in a casual way or something. I don't know. What do you suggest, Lauren, for that kind of stuff? You have experience with it too.
That's a good question. Let me think about that for a minute. I don't know. I think when I'm in that position, I kind of just have to focus on what I need out of the process of creating. Because it's really tempting to focus on what's going to get the views, what's going to get the engagement, all that stuff. And if you're looking for growth, it's important. But if it's stressing me out to the point where I can't keep working, then I have to backtrack and think about like, okay, well, what am I going to enjoy working on right now? And then I just do that for a little bit. And oftentimes those end up being received well or better than normal anyway, because people can sense that there's genuine joy being had within that project.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Just thinking about some funny stuff. I always remember that some producers tell me that they're like they think their song is the best one from the bunch,
Mm.
and when you see the views of those videos, they has the most view than the other ones. Not sure if you you has heard something like that,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
in the other person. But yeah, but totally, totally, I cannot say that word, but I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
There's a question for Nub. Would you ever consider making videos about Utao or other scenes?
Yeah, I saw that. That's definitely not the first time I've gotten that question. To be honest, I don't really know too much about Utao. I say the best way, if you want me to make a video on it, is to send me recommendations. So if you go on my Discord or something, or even the YouTube comments section, and be like, "Hey, check out these artists and stuff," it will definitely raise my I guess my inspiration to do a video on it. Because it's kind of like the same situation when like your friends like, hey, I don't really know about anything about this like insert genre here. It's like, oh, here, let me give you some artists to like, get you started. So I feel like that's the best way if you want to see me do something like that.
Well, uh, hmm.
Star
Okay,
Meeks
well,
is killing it.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh.
Impressive.
Jeez, Meeks.
34. We're almost finishing the questions.
This is a cruel question that you made, Marvin. This is just cruel. Cruel and unusual.
Well, I think is 420 yen.
Honestly,
Plays it.
the coolest Miku.
That's the right answer. You know, and sir, I was thinking of doing 69 yen, but I was like, no, it's too obvious. I mean,
Too obvious. 420.
This is a family-friendly stream, okay?
yeah, yeah. Oh,
200 yen price of a vegetable juice.
True, that would have been a good one.
I didn't think about it.
Oh, how about 39 yen?
Can't wake up.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that reminds me. What was the question I put for fun about the 39? About
It was,
Miku?
I think it was like a true-false question maybe when we were playing around with the question formats. It was something like 39 is the Miku number or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember, but
Maybe we'll have some of those in the next quiz. We'll play around with some true-false. It could be fun.
we need to look for like information or something. Like facts or vocally facts.
Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, feel free to throw them in the chat. And we will maybe steal them from you. And then you'll have an edge in the next quiz because you'll remember and you'll know the truth. Oh, that's true. True false means that you'd have a 50% chance of getting it right too, which could be a make or break moment for some players.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it could be helpful for people that are really on the last place or in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a teacher in high school, and he used to call multiple choice multiple guess. I think it really reigns true tonight. Oh boy.
A song from 2019, some with Gumi or something. You guys can do it. I believe it. I believe in you.
Well, we'll see. Maybe October we'll do something special. You know, maybe October spooky theme. I don't know.
That could be cool. To
I
do.
think that'd be fun. There's certainly a wealth of spooky Vocaloid songs and artwork. So
Yeah. Why are you guys working on the moment? Oh, that's an interesting question. Let's start with Nub. Nub, why are you working on the moment?
yeah,
They should know if they've been watching my stuff. If I'm doing a follow up on Pinocchio P, as soon as I can get that thing finished with editing. Oh,
I'm excited to see that. I remember you mentioning that in that video.
thanks. Oh man,
Yeah.
editing sucks.
I felt that.
And you, Lauren, do you have something?
Yeah, I do actually have a song coming out on Monday. It's going to
Nice.
premiere at 11 Pacific, and that premiere link will go up tomorrow at some point. Probably tomorrow morning, maybe, depending on how tonight goes with the finishing up stuff. But yeah, a new song coming out, and it's a collaboration with my friend Flanger Moose. So hopefully folks
Cool.
can swing by and check it out.
Yeah.
How about you, Marvin?
I was going to say the link of Lauren channel and also Nub channel is on the description.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check those projects out, you can do it. Well, me, I have a few things working on. I'm not sure if people have seen the hashtag Miku Mayhem in Twitter. Well, I'm going to leave it to the end. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. So we're almost finishing the show. I think we are in the 36, 35 question. Sure.
Let's see.
So we've probably
37 of 45. We are approaching the home stretch.
Mm. Yeah. So let's talk about other stuff.
Oh, we had another
Yeah.
question in the chat. Favorite Vocaloid?
Oh, we're going to have a war in here. Civil war.
I'll go first.
Vocaloid.
Mine's easy. It's a tie, probably, I think, between Ivana and Gumi English. And then honorary favorite Vocaloid Miku. Obviously, everyone loves Miku, so. But yeah, other than Miku, Ivana and Gumi English for sure.
Ooh.
And you know.
I'm gonna be basic and say Miku. There's just so many good songs using Miku.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
It goes without saying. Yeah, totally
Right.
understandable. And how about you, Marvin?
You're gonna go home. Don't go. Just wait for the coffee. You're cool. Well, for me, well, if the people on the channel have been following me and know that I know Spanish well, the obvious choice is Micah.
I love Micah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the waifu. Yeah, waifu for life. But yeah, but I kind of agree with Miku. Also, Lauren. Miku has a lot of good vocally songs. It's really it has been used like in a bunch of stuff, and I think that's why
more so
most
than any
people have-
others by far.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure we
Even
can
though
all, to some degree, credit Miku with us even being here. Like, she's the gateway drug for Vocaloid
Right.
fans.
Exactly. But yeah, like I say in other streams, I really want to give opportunity on other vocalists, not only Miku and Micah. But yeah, but as for now, it's only Micah and Miku. And probably I could say Gumi because I love her stuff in English.
Yeah.
And I think most of my songs that I do affects more to Gumi's voice than the
She
other
goes so
vocalists.
well with so many genres. It's insane. I love using her.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that could be my choices. Uh, mhm.
Nice, nice, nice,
Oh,
nice.
I think there's a question about favorite artist. So I think Nub already said his artist, right?
Yeah, I already said mine. I said Hachi.
So Lauren,
Well, I'm
yours.
a little biased. The first person who comes to mind obviously is Eddie because I commissioned Eddie for like all of my art for my songs.
Aw.
But in terms of like other artists that I see around, and let me think. One that comes to mind is HSP, who does or did a lot of trance Vocaloid music, but also did all of the artwork for those videos too. And also just straight up is like a manga artist outside of Vocaloid, like professionally. So I would say that he's probably one of my favorites. Just because you see it and you're like, yep, I know exactly what this is. Just iconic.
Well, in my case, it's for me it's really difficult to decide because at first I was like really popular. I I was really hooked with the art of Shidu from
Mm.
the Kagura project, but I don't remember the name, but I kind of getting along with the song with the artist of the song Waswo Waswo I think.
Oh, okay.
But no, I don't remember the artist. I know someone told me recently, but I don't remember. I'm bad with names. Okay,
You're
so
totally fine.
yeah, so yeah. Also, there was another one. Let me see if I can remember. Oh,
Oh, and people are
yeah, of
saying they
course.
stand Lone. I also stand Lone. Eddie and Lone, I probably have commissioned more than anyone. They're so lovely.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I remember is the people that are working with Otoiro from the Conina. Like AK. AK is her like her illustrations are really cool looking and really amazing when you see it, and also her her video of Otome Kaibo song was really amazing what she did in there, and the other people that work, just that I only remember AK. That it's more easier to remember the name, but yeah. Uh, mhm. So let's see if there's another one. Wow, I need to look for more questions. Let me see if I can find. Mm, scrolling a lot of.
We're getting down to the wire.
Mm,
Jambo says, Stand Police Piccadilly. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
agreed.
Yeah, I love Separate. That's my favorite song of Police Piccadilly. I always end up choosing that song as my favorite song from Vocaloid, but but
I can't remember.
really good way.
I don't remember the name of the
Okay.
song, the Police Piccadilly song that's in Japanese but using Gumi English.
Oh, let me see if I can remember.
I can see it in my mind's eye, but I can't think of the name of the song. But that one is probably one of my favorites. I was just so taken with the choice to use an English Vocaloid with the Japanese lyrics. I just thought that was so smart.
People say in rumor.
Yes, Rumor. Yep.
Okay. I was thinking the other one that he did. I think was Speed did the tuning for that other song. It was for an album about like Vocaloid producer made an album to teach Japanese people English,
Oh,
and they
very
took all
interesting.
the yeah, they took all the all the classic songs and changed the lyrics to show you how to speak English. And they took Donald Hall and put it on English, and also Echo from Crusher P.
Oh,
They
gotcha.
put it on English, and also yeah, Carry On is a really good one too from Police Piccolo. But yeah, uh, opinion on Harumaki Gohan. I want the CD, just that. I want the CD, not the songs, the CD. Have you guys has seen the CD of the recent like Harumaki Gohan album?
No, I
don't
haven't
think
seen
so.
it.
It's it's really beautiful because it has like a plastic where the plastic there's the characters, the original characters of Harumaki Gohan, and you can like separate them and change the background and then close them. You can like open it into the side, and inside of the plastic there's the music, the CDs and stuff.
Wow,
And
Jambo just took over Static. Impressive.
oh wow. But yeah, really, really beautiful. I think in Twitter
We're back to
he
songs,
puts
baby.
oh yeah for ending the questions. Okay, here's another question. More or less, what percentage of work in progress do you end up abandoning and scrapping?
Oh, that's a really
Larry.
good question. What percentage? Maybe 30%? Not a large amount, but but a noticeable amount. And often what happens is I'll scrap something and then return to it like, oh, it's so loud. And then I'll return to it like a few years later maybe, and then recycle it into something else. But usually, you know what, now that I think about it, I'm gonna up it to like 45%. Not quite half, but pretty close to half. I try to be really good at finishing things I start, even if it's not the best thing, but just to finish it, you know? But sometimes I just have to scrap and maybe come back in the future.
And do you have the kind of like experience knob on your videos?
I scrap stuff all the time.
Mhm.
Dang, dude. I have so many like documents or scripts that I work on, and I'm just like, nah, I don't like this. Or they'll just kind of take a new form, and I'll just be like, oh, it was originally this, and now it's that, or now it's 2 videos and not 1. So yeah, I scrap stuff all the time. It's definitely not a healthy habit, but I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I totally feel you.
Well, in my case, I don't know how can I put it, because if I start a song, I try to always complete it, and the only way if I scrap something is more when I do a vocal recording, because the thing is that when I do songs, I start with the vocal melody, because I think that's the most important part of the song. And what I do is when I have an idea, I record myself with my cell phone and leave it on my cell phone until I want to do the the whole song in the software. So I think in the scrap part, I maybe do it most of the time on when I record stuff on my cell phone, but when I put it on the software, I always end up finishing them.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that way of doing my stuff.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I like this question
Okay.
from the letter P. Do we think Vocaloid should be mainstream?
I don't think it can be. I just don't think the potential's there because of the whole artificial voice thing. I think it turns off too many people. But that doesn't really matter to me. What I care about is that the music's good. There's plenty of mainstream music that's good, you know? The Beatles, Pink Floyd, all kinds of stuff, Led Zeppelin. So like it doesn't really matter to me how mainstream it is as long as people are making good music.
I think that it won't be mainstream, not necessarily because of the quality, but because of the nature of the Vocaloid fandom. I think that it has always been a grassroots thing and not...
Yeah.
I mean, there are certainly some really, really, really high quality produced songs by bands and people who have access to really high tech stuff. But at its core, I think that Vocaloid is all about the bedroom producer, the people who are relying on each other's skills and talents and things like that, and not the people with thousands of dollars to go rent a studio.
Yeah. Very rare.
Which is standard fare for mainstream pop, at least in this country, in the US, I should say. Yeah.
Well, in my view, I think it could be possible. Why I saying this is because, well, looking at of other stuff, like looking on mainstream stuff, a lot of people when they do like the pop music, they always took with 4 chords in the past. But but now it's changed a lot because of people like Charlie Puth and Jacob Collier that had a bunch of knowledge of jazz music. It changed the whole thing and made jazz music into mainstream. So I think there's a possibility that the Vocaloid can do the same thing, and more the anime is turning mainstream too.
Right.
Also, the Miku is getting on America and other places more frequently. Also, Miku is going to Coachella when this
Whenever that
virus-
happens, yeah.
So yeah, so you know, there's a possibility, but right now it's too hard to believe that it's going to be that could be on hard mainstream. But I think there's a possibility. People change. That's the the short
That is true.
way.
Can't argue with that. That is true.
Oh, the final one. Let's see.
There we go.
Let's see who can.
Oh, is this the last one? Oh! Very exciting.
Yeah.
This is the decider.
This is one of my favorite Vocaloid songs.
I love playing this song in the drums.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure
That's
that.
why I put
Oh gosh, such a great drum beat.
Paquetacam, paquetacam, paquetacam.
Yeah, so unique.
Yeah. I really like it. So yeah, well, it's ending. This is ending, so we're going to end this stream too. So
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
what?
They still have to choose the question. We still have to see who won.
Okay.
I mean, we all want to know who won, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, someone could jump up really far.
Mhm.
Potato Pancake says, I still can't believe I was in first at the beginning. And yes, Grace, this is a Maritu song. That is correct. Yeah, that was a popular one. Y'all got it. Fantastic. All right. Here we go. Let's see what happened.
see
Third
the-
place, Static. Very nicely done. Second place, Jambo. Very strong player. And first place, Starmeeks. You've done it, Starmeeks. Absolute
Yeah.
legend. And QDK and Abdul did fantastic as well. And I'd love to see how everyone else did if you want to share in the chat what place you got. How about you, Ubnub? How'd you do?
Oof, I think it doesn't actually tell me. Oh wait, maybe press next. I think it was like 27, something like that. It
Yeah.
was the artist things, or the illustrations that absolutely
Mm-hmm.
demolished me. I got body slammed.
Yeah. I was surprised by this one, Piano Lesson by Furukawa P. Only 10% got correct. That surprised me. I thought that song was more popular. Just goes to show you there's so much music in the Vocaloid world, and not everyone has had the same experience navigating it.
Agreed. Man, look at that. 10% correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's 17.
Yeah. And all the
Oh my
illustrator
gosh.
ones are
There's
pretty...
a option that you can check all the places in the.
View full report, maybe? Let's see. It says that Len's armpit needs help. I think that's all we need to know.
Well. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it
let's
does.
return
It can show us
to-
all of the players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. Let's see if you can spot emboss no master.
You
Oh,
passed
you
me
were-
already?
Oh, yep, there you are.
Oh.
27th place, baby.
Oh, wow,
16,000.
there's a lot of people in this.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't freak anyone out that I'm showing the final scores. But
It's just like when you put up his dams.
and Len's armpit does need some help down here. It's very sad.
How many people like participate?
64.
64. Ended up being 64. So that's really good to know for the future. We can keep it open.
Yeah, yeah. We needed 5 more.
You nasty.
But yeah. Well, let's wrap this
Yeah.
this show then.
Yeah, any
So-
final comments? Questions, concerns?
Yeah, and no, do you have do you want to do your spam or where can people follow you?
Yeah.
I mean, you can follow me on youtube.com/Ubnubmaster. I don't think it will actually take you to my channel if you type that in, but I'm just gonna say that anyway. I'm on Twitter at Upnub, and I have a Discord server called Upnub's Fillet Fish, I think. For the people who came who were like fans of my channel, thanks for coming out tonight. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll try to get the next video out as soon as possible.
And
Yeah, absolutely
Lauren,
fantastic.
where can people follow you? And yeah, follow you.
Sure. Yeah, if folks want to find me on YouTube, I'm at youtube.com/c/Lauren Estes, or you can just look up Lauren Estes, ESTES on YouTube. I don't know. The link's in the description too. And then I'm on Twitter, Lauren Estes Muse, and I would love to see you and hear from you. You're all fantastic. And good job, everyone. Everyone played a very nice game. It's very good to see.
Well, yeah. So yeah, like Lauren said, in the description there's the links for both channels. Also, if you want to support the game, not the channel, the game, you can go to the coffee link that I have down, because this Kahoot costs a lot of money. We're going to try look a way or get away for the mode for about a lot of people to participate, but it costs a lot of money. Anyway, but yeah, thank you for my guest and my co-host to be in the show. Uh, if you follow them, like I said, their social media is on the description below, like always. And if you like this video, give a like, so we know you guys want more episode of the show. We don't know. We're trying to do it like once a month because now I'm starting like school and I need to have free time to do school
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But yeah, if you don't want to miss, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel. We're going to do a lot of more really fun stuff that I know you guys are going to enjoy. Really vocally like related. Also, my Twitter, you can find me at Marvin Valentine 7. And yeah, oh, before going, I forgot to mention the last thing. Tomorrow is, like we all know, is Miko's birthday, and this was a like something happening in Twitter. I don't know how that happened, because I did it for like as a joke, but people really like share it. And it is the hashtag Miku Mayhem. So yeah, tomorrow the Miku Mayhem will start. So I hope you guys like it, and let's do the mayhem.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, thank you for coming. And this
Thank you
was
again,
Can
Ubnub, for
You?
joining us.
Uh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. Well, this is the show. Let's finish. Thank you for coming. And this was. Can you guess the vocally song? While you wash your hands.